If you're a healer, a coach, or a facilitator, this might completely change the way that you understand transformation and how you work with people. Most forms of facilitation are built on the very simple idea, which is that something needs to change. So naturally, the process becomes about guiding someone forward, helping fix something, supporting them to release or shift what they are experiencing, and ultimately trying to move them out of where they currently are. And to be clear, this approach can create results. It can create movement, insight, and even temporary relief. But there is something much deeper underneath that most people are not aware of. The moment you begin to approach someone with the intention of changing them, you're already operating within polarity. Even if it is subtle, there is an underlying message in the space that says, this state is not quite right. There's somewhere else that you need to get to. And the body, the nervous system, and the subconscious are incredibly sensitive to that message. They don't just respond to what is said, they respond to what is felt. So even if the intention is to help, the system can interpret it as pressure. And when there's pressure, the system does what it is designed to do. It protects, it holds, and it resists. Which means instead of the pattern dissolving, it often continues, sometimes in a more refined or hidden way, but still present. This is where zero-point facilitation is fundamentally different. Zero-point facilitation is not about helping someone change. It is about holding a space where there is no pressure for change to occur. There is no agenda being imposed, no direction that someone needs to move toward, no sense that anything about their current experience is wrong. What is created instead is a space of genuine neutrality. A space where someone can experience themselves without distortion, without judgment from within, and without the need to become something else. And when the system enters that kind of space, it responds in a completely different way. There is nothing to resist. There is nothing to defend. There is nothing to hold in place in the same way. So awareness begins to deepen naturally. A person begins to see their patterns clearly, not through analysis, but through direct recognition. They begin to feel what is present without needing to move away from it. They begin to experience themselves without the layer of this shouldn't be here. And it is that clarity, clean, undistorted awareness that creates real transformation. Not because something was forced to change, and not because something was fixed, but because the structure that was holding the pattern in place is no longer being reinforced. As a facilitator, this means that your role shifts entirely. You're not guiding someone toward a better version of themselves. You're not applying techniques to create a result. You are holding a space that is so clear that they're able to access that same clarity within. And from that place, transformation does not need to be created. It happens. This is what you're actually remembering when you learn zero-point facilitation. You're not learning how to do more. You're not learning how to fix more. You're returning to a state of presence that is free from agenda, and in doing so, you allow others to return to that state as well. And that is what creates the deepest and most sustainable transformation. If you feel called to facilitate at this level, we're opening up more spaces for the zero-point facilitators. You can comment the word facilitate, or you can send me a message if you want to learn more about zero-point facilitation. Because the way we understand transformation is changing. It is no longer about trying to fix what is wrong. It is about recognizing that nothing was ever broken in the first place.